If you're preparing for a journey traveling home for the holidays, then you will need a really good audiobook to keep you entertained. Welcome back to Book Break. I have got a bunch of recommendations for the best audiobooks to listen to while you're driving home for Christmas, or flying home for Christmas, or taking the train, or in my case, the ferry. I've got a range of suggestions here. Some of them are specifically Christmassy, some of them you'll find in other genres. So my first recommendation is the audiobook of Confessions of a 40-something F Up by Alexandra Potter, read by the one and only Sally Phillips. The reviews for this audiobook are just incredible. Everyone loves this book anyway. It makes them laugh, it makes them cry, it makes them not feel like such an F up themselves, and everyone adores Sally Phillips reading it. She's such an incredible actress and so funny. The book is about a woman in her 40s feeling like a bit of an F up. Her life hasn't quite gone how she planned, but she strikes up an unlikely friendship with an 80-year-old widow called Cricket, and the two of them really help each other through. And I think going home for Christmas can bring up quite a lot of those feelings. You're often going back to see relatives who are going to ask you a lot of questions about your job, about why you haven't had children yet, about why you're still single. And so listening to this book can really brace you for that and get you ready to answer those questions and make it clear that your life is yours and it is going just fine, actually. For something Christmassy, you can't beat Karen Swan. Her latest book is called The Christmas Postcard, and it's read by Kristen Atherton, who is a massive fan favourite when it comes to audiobook narrators. This is another story about unlikely connections. It's about a woman who strikes up a pen pal friendship with the man who finds her daughter's lost soft toy. And the book is set mostly in the Cotswolds, so a really gorgeous, cozy Christmassy setting. Or Karen Swan's biggest bestseller to date is The Christmas Party, and that one is read by Aoife McMahon. That book is set at a lavish party at an old family estate in Ireland. But then stepping up to share Karen Swan's Queen of Christmas crown is Jenny Bayliss, who's got 3 wintry audiobooks you could listen to: The 12 Dates of Christmas, The Winter of Second Chances, and most recently, Meet Me Under the Mistletoe, which is read by Heather Long. I actually just finished reading this book. I buddy read it with one of my colleagues and filmed the whole thing. I will link to that video below so you can check out our real-time reactions. We read the physical book, but the audiobook would be a great way to enjoy this story. It's about a woman reuniting with her old school friends for one of their weddings at a gorgeous castle with a sexy gardener. So it's a really fun, festive rom-com to get you in the mood. The Angel Tree by Lucinda Riley has an audiobook read by none other than Juliet Stevenson, another incredible actress. So it's amazing having her reading this audiobook. And the story is a delight. One Audible reviewer described it as love, heartbreak, tragedy, all woven together to end with love. So in this book, a woman called Greta returns to the Grand Marchmont Hall for the first time in decades, and after a terrible accident has caused her to lose decades of her memories. So she no longer remembers the connection that she once had with this place, until a walk in the woods brings up old memories and starts to reveal some of the truth of her past. So this one will have you sobbing. And then moving away from the Christmassy stories to the just really cozy and heartwarming stories, you could listen to the audiobook of Before the Coffee Gets Cold by Toshikazu Kawaguchi, read by Arena Lee. This is a really fun, quirky, moving, tear-jerking story. It's the first in a series. I actually filmed a video talking you through the whole series so far, so I will link to that video below if you want to hear more about it. Essentially, it's about a time-traveling cafe. What could be better than that? Another really lovely, cozy one would be All Creatures Great and Small by James Herriot. If you have been watching the truly lovely TV show, you'll be thrilled to hear that the audiobooks are narrated by Nicholas Ralph, who plays James Herriot in the show. These are the books that the show is based on, written by James Herriot, telling all of his stories about his life as a country vet. Or changing genre again, you could just go for something really great and gripping to keep you entertained the whole journey. And the second audiobook in the Edinburgh Nights series by T.L. Hoochu is out now, and it's fantastic. This one is called Our Lady of Mysterious Ailments, and it's read by Kimberly Mandindo. In this book, our main character Roper gets a job in a specialised hospital where a new mysterious illness is resisting all remedies, medical and magical. So Roper is brought in to solve the case. If you want to go back to the beginning, you could listen to the first book, The Library of the Dead, which was read by Tinashe Warakandwa. In that one, Roper discovers an occult library. For some classic crime with a modern twist, The Christie Affair by Nina de Gramont and read by Lucy Scott reimagines the true story of Agatha Christie's disappearance, and it speculates what might have happened to her during those 11 days that she was missing. But to complicate things further, the book is narrated by Agatha Christie's husband's mistress. It is a great book. It's got this historical reimagining with Agatha Christie as a character, but it's also got an Agatha Christie-esque murder mystery within the novel. And then for some family-friendly listening, if perhaps you've got a car journey with kids, Sputnik's Guide to Life on Earth by Frank Cottrell Boyce is read by Peter Capaldi. So the kids will love the story and the adults will love the fact it's narrated by Peter Capaldi. The story features a dog-shaped mind-reading alien who comes to wreak havoc within the Blythe family, and only Prez knows that he's not a real dog. For even younger children, you could have a whole family sing along with Floella Benjamin herself if you listen to the audiobook of We Wish You a Merry Christmas, in which Floella Benjamin sings all the songs. We've also got an anthology of Christmas songs and carols read and sung by Derek Griffiths and Katie Ashworth from CBeebies. This has got stories from the Nativity Story to the Ice Queen. It's got songs from Jingle Bells to the 12 Days of Christmas. So that should keep everyone in the car busy for a while. If you're looking for more audiobook recommendations, I will link here to a playlist of all of the other videos I have made here on Book Break recommending audiobooks. So do click through and have a browse, and I'll see you next time.